This is the same circuit. Instead of drawing on a vertical plane, I draw in a horizontal plane. That's the same circuit which I was discussing in the last example. Look, if I say I have a 10-volt supply, 10-volt supply means the total voltage will be 10. Now, what happened if I name the site A, B, and C? A and B, if I compare the resistance of AB with BC, which one you think will have the high resistance? Which part? A, B, or B to C? Which part will have high resistance? So B to C will have high resistance. Why? Because from B to C, it is a longer length, and we know resistance and length are directly proportional. So B to C, it's a longer length, so resistance will be high. A to B, it's a shorter length, so resistance is low. When we compare, the resistance of AB is smaller as compared to resistance of B and C, which is higher. So which region I will have more voltage, BC or AB? Which region I will have more voltage drop? Which region I will have greater voltage, like more energy used? Because voltage and resistance are directly proportional. The one which is having a high resistance, the charges have to use more energy in that component. If they are in series, in parallel, they all have the same voltage, so it does not, there is no relation between resistance and voltage in parallel circuit. So B and C will have high resistance. So as B and C is having a high resistance, so they will have more voltage or high voltage. And A and B will have low voltage. And this part, you can see they are in parallel. So if this is lamp 1, lamp 1 will receive low voltage. And this one is lamp 2, so lamp 2 will receive high voltage. So if lamp 2 will receive high voltage, the lamp 2 will be bright and lamp A will be dim. Is it clear the idea? So if this was a 10-volt supply, maybe 2 volts here, remaining 8 volts across BC. So the same 2 volts will be across lamp 1 and 8 volts will be there across lamp 2. So the lamp 2 will be brighter as compared to lamp 1. Is it clear the idea of voltage division by a variable resistor? Look, I will explain again with a simple example. If I say I have two resistors which are connected in series with each other, and I connect them with a supply of 10 volts. This resistance 1 is having a low resistance and resistance 2 is having a high resistance. And I have lamp 1 and lamp 2 are connected in parallel to that. So which region we will have high voltage across R1 or R2? In this circuit, which region we will have high resistance? Sorry, high voltage across R1 or across R2? So more high resistance or high resistance is R2. So more voltage across R2 and less voltage across R1. So if this was a 10-volt supply, I will say this here we will have 2 volts and out of 10, 8 volts are here. So L1 and L2 are in parallel. So if L1 and L2 are in parallel, so what is the voltage across L1? 2 volts. And what is the voltage across L2? It will be 8 volt. So this having a low voltage, so it will be dim, and L2 receive the high voltage, so it will be bright. This is when you have a fixed resistor with different resistance connected in series with each other. Now the same thing, what we have, if we have a variable resistor, and this variable resistor this is a variable resistor, and I change the positions of a movable part. And I have two lamps L1 and L2. So this variable resistor, its resistance is divided into two sections. One is from A to B, another one is from B to C. A to B is having a shorter length and B to C is having a longer length. So what happened? Because unequal distribution is there, so this part of a variable resistance will have low resistance and the other part of a variable resistance will have high resistance. So if you have a 10 volt supply, the same example, the one which will have high resistance will receive more voltage. So the part which is having a greater resistance, that will receive more voltage and the other will receive less voltage. And if I say the total with number, like if the total is 10, 2 volts here and 8 volts across B and C, so what will happen? The same voltage will be across L1, which is across A and B, and the voltage across B and C will be same as voltage across L2. So you can see the voltage across L2 is same as voltage across BC. That's why low voltage, that's why L1 is dim and L2 will be bright. Is it clear, this idea of a variable resistor? So variable resistor can also be used to divide the voltage between the components. Is it clear now? So basically, if I show how the charges are moving, when the charges are moving, so the charge have 10, when it is coming 10 joule of energy, then charge have two possibility, either flow through path 1 or path 2. So if one of the charge take path 1, before entering it will have 10. When it will come out and follow this second passage, it will lose some of its energy, it will have 8 joule. And when it will return back, it will have 0 joules and it will go back. Then another charge will come, it will also have the same division, here it will have 10, and when it passes through it will have 8, so it will drop 2 volts. The relation between voltage V, you have the formula V is equals to IR. When you have a series circuit, because in a series circuit the current is same, so we say voltage and resistance are directly proportional. But in parallel circuits, when two or more resistors are in parallel, current is same, voltage is same, so relation between resistance and current, that is inversely proportional. So When they are in parallel, it is independent what is the resistance of the other component, same voltage they will receive. So example, if I have a variable resistor and the sliding contact is at the center, this is a sliding contact which is at the center, and you connect two voltmeters, voltmeter 1 and voltmeter 2, and if we move the sliding contact up, because initially there, if this was a 10-volt supply, it is at the center, so this will be 5 volt, this will be 5 volt. But when we move the sliding contact upward, what will happen? What will happen to reading on V1 and V2? So if I move it up, what happened to reading of V1? V1, this top one is V1. I'm moving the sliding contact up. So if I move the sliding contact up, like in the beginning it is at the center, but now I move it up. So I reduce this. So what happened to V1? Because V1 is across the shorter side, parallel to the shorter side. So reading of V1 will decrease and the reading of V2 will increase. Is it clear? The variable resistor, the working of variable resistor. So next class we will do MCQs, multiple choice question, because multiple choice questions always help to improve the concept related to the topic. So tomorrow we'll do electricity MCQs. We are done with most part of electricity, so you will be able to solve question related to electrical circuit and electrical quantities. Any question related to the class? So I'll end the session and share this recording with you.